Today we're going to be changing the engine oil on the Kohler Courage single-cylinder engine. This should be the same for models SV470 through SV610, 15 to 22 horsepower. So let's get into it. First thing you're going to want to do is set the parking brake and start the engine and idle it for a few minutes just to warm the oil. Alright, now remove the ignition key, set that aside. Also, good idea to pull out the spark plug wire. It's back in there. Now we'll put down some cardboard and get draining the oil. Alright, and then I have my oil catching container here with a hose. I believe it's a 1/2 inch ID. And we'll just remove this cap, put on the hose. And then for this specific kind of oil drain valve, we're going to twist it to the left counterclockwise. And then carefully wiggle it out and pull. Like I said, carefully. If you just jerk it, this whole thing can come off and you'll have a bad mess. Just like that. Now that it's draining, we'll go ahead and pop the dipstick so it has ventilation. And then we'll just let the oil drain. Now if you had a plug, then you would be removing the plug. Or if you have like a drains-it oil drain hose assembly, then you would take off the cap. But this is what this one comes with. I don't like these drains very much. The O-ring inside gets brittle and leaks often. And they also loosen up on the sump. So good idea to check that and make sure it's tight. Also, while you're at it, if you're doing other maintenance on the engine, check the air filter, check the fuel filter, and if you're pulling the cover off, inspect the cylinder fins for any mouse nests or anything, and also check the sump cover bolt torque with a wrench, 10mm. Just go all the way around and make sure they're tight. They often loosen up, and if they back out, then the flywheel can hit them, and then you have a destroyed block. So pretty much your engine's totaled if that happens. Let's go ahead and remove the oil filter. So to do that, sometimes you can get it with your hands, but if it's really tight, you're going to need a oil filter wrench. They do make a few different kinds. There's like a socket kind, but here's the kind I like. So this is the kind I like to use. You'll just put it on just like that, and then it just grabs into the oil filter and you can remove it. Now be prepared for some oil to spill. You might want to put some towels down underneath. Maybe have a tray like this one. And also be careful because the oil is going to be hot. So we'll just remove it like that. And then we'll let it kind of drip out if any is going to. And then we'll grab onto it. And that's it. Alright, then you're just going to want to clean the base up there. Mounting surface, make sure it's all clean, no dirt or anything. Alright, as for oil filters, this is the standard version for this engine. You can see the part number there. This is a black oil filter. But because this engine was made exclusively for Cub Cadet, as you can see on the label there, you're going to see it has the extended filtration package. And that uses this filter. You can see the part number there. So as you can see, this is an upgraded filter. It's yellow. And they claim it has extended life. So, not sure if it means anything, but that's the one they want you to use, but you can use either one. It doesn't really matter. So we'll make sure the gasket is fully seated and is clean. Then we're going to take some 10W30 engine oil. I'm using small engine oil. And we'll fill it to the base of the threads, let it sit a few minutes, and then we'll oil the gasket and install it. Now we'll put this in, turn it to the right or clockwise, just like that. And then we'll remove our hose and reinstall the cap. Now I just double check that's clean up there, make sure this gasket's clean, and then we'll just put a coat of oil on the gasket. Now let's install it. Now you can see it says after the gasket seats to tighten it 3/4 to 1 turn. So right there is where it's seating. And right there is 3/4 of a turn. Alright, let's fill it up with fresh oil. Now it should take about 48 ounces or 1.5 quarts. That'll probably get us in the safe range. I think the complete oil capacity is around 51 ounces, but it will probably be a little less for us because I'm sure we didn't get all the oil out. Again, I'm just using some KINETIX 10W30 small engine oil. I have it bottled into this other container, but that's what I use. You don't have to use small engine oil. You know, normal vehicle 10W30 would work fine as well. And I'm going to stop at about 1 quart and maybe 1 quarter just to make sure that we're good. Don't want to do more than we need. And it is showing over the safe range, but that's to be expected because the oil hasn't circulated through the system and filled the oil filter yet. So let's reinstall the dipstick, start the engine, idle it for a few minutes, check for leaks, and then we'll turn the engine off, wait a few minutes, and recheck the oil level. Hook the spark plug wire back up if you disconnected it, and then we'll start the engine. Alright, let's check for leaks. And we are good to go. Let's let it sit a few minutes, and then we'll come back and recheck the oil level. Okay, it's sat a few minutes. Now let's go ahead and check the oil. Again, make sure you're on a level surface. Pull out the dipstick, then we'll wipe it off. Reinsert the dipstick, put it all the way down, and then pull it up again. And inspect our level. And if you can see, it's right at the full mark. So you want it between there and there. Low is there, full is there. So we're good to go. Hopefully this was helpful to you in getting your engine serviced. And like I said, don't forget those other servicing items as well. Thanks for watching.